Welcome back to painting and decorating. I'm painting it outside and I just thought I'd show you this. It's something I've just come across. It's always worth going that one step further when you're doing something. If you notice a problem, it needs investigating, or any sealants and things like that, they need fixing if they're coming loose. I'll just show you this window here. Right, it's the sealant I noticed was all loose, if you can see that. And then when it comes round to the bottom, it was really bad and green as well. So I thought, right, it's coming out, and I'll show you how I take it out, and then I'll show you what I found. I've got an old screwdriver, and you've got to be careful and you've got to stay beyond the sealant, so when you replace anything you're not showing any scratches. You can't be scratching the plastic, so just be careful. You can loosen it up quite easily, really. Take your time, it comes off quite easy. Just clean a little bit off the frame, but let's have a look at that bit there. Now that's damp, and then as you go along, right to the bottom where the centre is of the window, there's a hole, and it's all damp, and so that's just been letting water in inside. That could be responsible for a lot of that at the bottom. That's we've took all the loose off, and we'll put some fresh render to match in on that. But yeah, so with this I'm going to clean it all out. There's another really wet spot there, just soaking up damp. Timing. You see it's got possibly foam around the window, so the window's been put in nice. So I'm just going to put a little bit of foam in these areas. I'll clean it off, bit of PVA, diluted PVA, and then a bit of foam, and then I'm going to seal around it with some exterior filler. Now you can use Santex exterior filler, and there is other products. I'll show you one I'm using. That's the one I'm going to be using. Good stuff, especially around windows, inside and outside. Perfect for that window. All that's been cleaned off, and I've raked out the deep parts. So I'm going to seal round now with diluted PVA. This is not waterproof PVA, this is just normal PVA. Go around and let that soak in. Once you've left that for 5 minutes, just give it a wipe round, cleaning the plastic as well. Because hopefully when I've finished this I won't have to put any sealant round like silicone or cork. Let's see how it goes. I mean, if you can get it all filled with the foam and the flexible exterior filler to the frame, then a good few coats of paint, the flexible paint as well. It's all really waterproof. So I'll finish cleaning this off and then I'm going to let it dry, put some more masking tape on so it'll protect the last bits of the frame, and put some foam around. That's dried off and I've put some more masking tape around the edge to not get anything on the frame. That's what I'm going to be using. You don't want to be going overboard with this stuff, but just get a nice bead all the way around. And some of the deeper parts, just put a little bit extra in. The foam is cured now, so I'm going to cut it back. Again, you've got to be careful of the frame. Set that off all the way around and clean it, and then just push it in just a little bit, and then that's ready for its filler. So it's all cleaned off all around, and I've pushed the filler back a little bit and I'm about to do the filling. What you don't want to do is be filling right out here and getting this render all filled in, because then you'll ruin the look of the window. So you just need to fill that edge. So I'm just going to use my finger, and I've got a damp cloth, and I'm just going to work around that edge. So I've got a little bit of filler. But what I'm going to try and do at this bottom is make sure I leave no pits where the water can sit. I'm going to try and raise it a little bit from the window back to the render. So it's not like that, it's more like that. So you get the idea of that there now. And then once you've done the filler, you want to remove the masking tape and just finish off neating up to the window. Because if you leave it on and the masking tape, you know, it dries, you're not going to get the masking tape off. So you just take your time there, and on that back edge you can use a filling knife just to smooth it off a little bit, or in my case I'm just going to use my trowel. It's just a matter about taking your time. You can neaten it all up. It's just keeping the frame clean. It's not too bad at all, that. Just needs a little wipe round with the cloth. Okay, so all the filler's dry around there now. It's looking pretty good. So all I've got left is to cut round that. Again, just take your time. It's going to need 2 coats, so the first coat just generally gets your edge neat, and then the second coat straightens it up. There's no need for masking tape all the time. Damp cloth and take your time. I've tried my best to clean it off best I can, but really is difficult. Even with plastic cleaner, it doesn't want to come off in places. Your best idea is not get it on in the first place, or if you do, wipe it off. Yeah, so that's it for this video. I'm going to get my cloth and wipe that round a little bit, but yeah, always double check, and you'll more than likely find a leak on a window.